Hello, hello, hello. I have another box. And Christine might be a little salty because I couldn't wait for her. I just had to open this thing up. This thing, super cool. Alright guys, I had to run to the shop for a little while and work on a Regal, but I did start unboxing the Sur-Ron X Black Edition. It says it's a Sur-Ron Light B. I think they're the same thing, but I don't really know a whole lot. I just know that these are really cool, and I wanted one, so I spoiled myself and I went out and bought one. It took about a week to get here, a little over a week, I think like 10 days total since the time I ordered. Till it showed up in my driveway. FedEx Freight called me and they're like, hey, we have a package, can we deliver it? And I said, hell yeah, brother. So the front tire just comes zip tied onto the forks here, and the battery was sitting in here. I removed the battery, and then there was a box with the charger in it and stuff, and I have the battery charging right now. This was at like 70% or so, and it's only taken like 20 or 30 minutes to get to 99%. So I'm gonna leave this charge until the charger shuts off. And then, yeah, this is all the other stuff that came in the box. Some instructions, decal location, setup, but mine actually came with the decals already installed, which I guess is pretty rare. I posted on the Sur-Ron Facebook group, and guys were saying that they had to all put their own stickers on, so I don't know if this one's, you know, it was already on there. So another thing too is I could not find the keys. I unboxed everything and I left the front of it just like this, and I just took the tire off and I looked under it and everything, and I could not find the keys. And I was just going through the list of all the stuff that comes with the bike. And I'm like, okay, I have everything besides, like, it says it comes with a 17 and a 19 wrench. This is the toolkit. It only came with the 12-14 wrench, but thankfully I have tools, so I don't really need to use the tools that come with. And it did come with the sticker set up here, but I don't think I'm going to be needing to put it on. I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe some of the stickers are... I think some of the stickers are for the fender. Maybe. I don't know. I'm going to have to read through the manual a little bit. The foot peg for the other side, because only the left-hand side foot peg is installed right now. So we got to put the foot peg over here. I got to cut the ratchet straps that are compressing the suspension. There's one here and then one there. Mine came with the red spring. I guess this shock is like the better shock. It's kind of a gamble when you order one, what shock you're going to get. And then it has the Volcano forks. I don't know if those are good or not, but I'm not like a super super hard off-road rider, I was gonna buy one of these and maybe turn it into like a supermoto and put some street tires on it and stuff like that, and just go ripping around and having fun. I tell you what, guys, I've been spoiled with electric power lately. It's a ton of fun. You don't get in trouble. Versus if I take, you know, my built Grom that's wakes up the entire neighborhood when I start it, you know, I can just hop on a Sur-Ron or a electric scooter or something and have, you know, the same amount of fun. And this thing's honestly blowing away my expectations of a Sur-Ron. I did not really know what to expect, but this thing is 10 times better than I ever thought it was going to be. The only issue that I see, other than the missing wrench or whatever, and I was talking about the keys, I couldn't find the keys. The keys were actually like under the triple tree, way up in here, and I couldn't see it. And I guess I just should have started assembling it, and then I would have found the keys. But also mine came with a rip in the seat. I don't know how that happened, but it looks like somebody was cutting a box or something, even though I didn't cut this box at all, but it came ripped right here, and that's about where the seat is. So maybe somebody from FedEx or something was cutting the box and they hit the seat. I don't know. It's not a super big deal. I'm not worried about it. But super squishy seat. I expected this seat to be like a rock. A stock Honda Grom seat is like a rock, and they're super uncomfortable, but this, I can imagine, would be a lot more comfortable. So I'm gonna finish assembling this thing, just throw the wheel and tire on, get the handlebars on, the headlight, all the other stuff, and then I'll pick up with you guys when it's fully assembled. I'm probably not gonna do like a whole lot of assembly footage, just because there is a ton of videos on YouTube if you guys want to check out a Sur-Ron assembly. There's plenty of videos out there. I just wanted to kind of show you what I bought. So it's even got a USB charger. Alrighty guys, I got the Sur-Ron all put together yesterday, and it's looking awesome. I actually rode it around quite a bit yesterday, and took it off-roading, took it just around town a little bit, went and got lunch with it, and I think I finally killed the battery. I'll show some riding footage later in this video, but I just wanted to show you. It's at 17% now, and I went 32.2 miles, and I got 46 miles an hour out of this bike. Pretty good. I'm really liking it so far, but I'm already thinking of ways that I want to improve it and ways that I want to mod this bike to kind of make it my own and fit my riding style and what I want out of it at the end of the day. Currently in stock form, I feel like this thing more so feels like a you know, glorified mountain bike comparatively to like my Groms or my Honda Monkey. This thing definitely feels more like a mountain bike. So those are kind of my first impressions. I kind of figured it would feel more dirt bike-ish, and it does. The seat definitely feels like a dirt bike, and the riding position feels kind of like a dirt bike, but the tires just throw it off for me. So that might be an upgrade that I do right away, and probably going to try to upgrade the seat right away too. I figured the seat would be pretty comfortable because it seems nice and soft, but it's very narrow, and you can imagine if your legs are hugging this thing for a while, it's definitely not the greatest in my opinion for comfort on the street. If you're off-roading and stuff, I feel like this seat would be great, but I'm going to try to make this thing into like a supermoto, and like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of riding on the street, so I want to maybe convert some stuff to accommodate what I want out of the bike. So anyways, I'm going to get the battery pulled out of this thing. There was also some stuff that I did to it already. I did the bypass. The green wire in here limits this thing to 32 miles an hour out of the box. You can't get any more than 32 unless you go in here and you cut this green looped wire. So I had to cut this back and cut the green wire, and I taped it back shut. I also programmed it because Luna Cycles, where I bought this bike from, actually gives you a programming cable to go with it, and it's got a little LED on it, and you can program the regenerative braking that way. And I personally hate regenerative braking for street riding, especially because I want to be able to coast. Oops, sorry if the lighting's kind of bad. There we go. I want to be able to coast without the bike slowing me down that hard. I feel like I can be a little bit more efficient that way and get more range out of the battery. And a lot of people online say they can only get 25 miles out of a charge or so. I didn't completely kill this thing, and I was doing a lot of I was practicing wheelies, I was going off-road, I was doing a lot of top speed stuff, and I still got 32 miles out of the charge. So I don't know what these guys are doing wrong. I'm 200 pounds, so if that, if you're a lighter rider, you'd probably be able to get even more out of it. So yeah, very happy so far. I'm gonna get this thing out of the bike, and I'm gonna charge the battery up from 17%. We're gonna charge it all the way back up, see how long it takes. All right guys, so I got it on the charger. We're at 19% right now, and it is 10:28 p.m. I'm gonna let this run until I go to bed. We'll see how far we can get charged up. All right guys, my charger just shut off, and now we are at 100%, and the time is 1:52. So a little less than 4 hours for a complete charge on this battery. Definitely a fast charging battery. This charger is pretty awesome too. It's got a cooling fan built into it. I really like the latch that plugs the battery into the charger. It's a very nice setup. It's got this little lock on it, and when you plug it in, it just clicks right in. So yeah, she's ready to ride. Honestly, you could probably do this in 3. It was at 100% for like 20 minutes. But I let the charger completely stop. When the cooling fan shuts off, it's actually fully charged. It'll go to 100% battery because the voltage is there, but remaining like 20 minutes or so after the battery's at 100% and the charger's still running, it's actually balancing the cells, I think. So I always like to leave them completely fully charged till the charger is done. That way the battery is complete. So yeah, put this back in the bike, we'll go for a little ride, and we'll wrap this video up, guys. Thanks. All right guys, we're gonna take the Sur-Ron out for a little ride. Like I said, I've put like 35 miles on it ish. Most of it has been on the road so far, but I have found a couple trails off the beaten path that this thing has been a ton of fun. I think these tires actually work fairly good off-road, but they definitely could be a little bit wider, I think. And there's a couple companies that sell off-road tires and stuff like that I might look into upgrading these, and maybe going with a little bit smaller wheel. I want something with a little more girth. Another thing I did out of the box is I actually loosened the chain a little bit. This thing was so tight that it would barely even move. So I did that. I lubed the chain, and yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I've done so far. And I apologize, I do a lot of these videos at night because I'm kind of a third shifter, so my schedule's kind of screwed up. So by the time I get around to editing videos and finishing videos and stuff like that, it's dark out. So a lot of the scooter videos and stuff that I've done have all been at night, but I will get some daytime riding footage for you guys soon. Look at the Integra. Oof. This headlight is freaking awesome on this thing, but unfortunately it does not have like an on-off switch for the headlight. The headlight is on all the time. You cannot turn the headlight off. So that's another upgrade that I was thinking about doing. I'm going to turn this here so you can see it. It was another upgrade I was thinking about doing because it'd be nice to just have a headlight switch. And there's actually some companies even on Amazon that are selling the headlight switches. So I'll probably look into doing that. But this thing's got some, guys. She's got some giddy up. This is bone stock too. I mean, I think with just a little gearing upgrade. Ooh, there's a cop. You think he gives a shit about me? I highly doubt it. We'll go right at him. So this is fully pinned in sport mode. I'm doing 45 right now. 92% battery. We'll run this up here a little ways to the next intersection. Just cruising here, about half throttle, 39 miles an hour. Right behind a cop at midnight. So I'm gonna turn off here. Another thing that I'm going to invest in is brake light, because this thing only has a tail and a head. Doesn't have a brake light. This is in sport mode, obviously. In eco mode, it definitely does not have as much punch. So like if you just floor it in eco, okay, it's in eco mode right now. If I just can it, it's kind of, you know, it's kind of gradual, and it limits your speed to 32 miles an hour in eco mode, which is kind of nice because you can just hold it wide open and cruise, you know, the speed limit, and it saves on the battery. But I mean, I can corner this, I can lean it pretty hard, but I can't quite, you know, get as low as I want to because the tires start to give away. Obviously, they're not meant for carving up the streets with. That's part of the reason I want to invest in a set of, you know, some supermoto wheels, so I can really use this thing in my area, because we don't, it's not like I live in the country, I live in the city, so it's, you know, not as easy to get off-road, but I still do from time to time, you know, jump through some people's yards. I'm just kidding, I don't do that. So you guys saw the takeoff there in eco. We'll do another takeoff here in sport mode. So there's sport, and if I just crank it, the front tire comes off the ground, and we are off to the races, baby. That guy was like, what the hell's that thing? And another thing too I wanted to mention about the seat is it rides like a dirt bike. So like if you're gonna ride a dirt bike for like an hour on a street, it's gonna be uncomfortable. I actually already have a Luna float seat on the way, which is a little bit wider of a seat, so you're not you know, positioned right on your you know, stuff. You're not positioned right on the goods, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to, like I said, mainly be riding this thing on the street, but I do plan, especially with the fall season coming up, I think it'd be cool to go hit some trails and see some scenery, the leaves changing and all that stuff. I even have a little racetrack in my backyard that I've already kind of dug up. Got to practice the wheelies a little bit more, but like I said, these narrow, knobby tires aren't the best for it. So I'm gonna max it out in eco right here. I'm fully floored, and I'll just click the sport button, and it's like a jolt of power. VTEC. She cracks VTEC. And the brakes are pretty good. They could be a little better, but they're not bad. I don't know if you guys can even see right now, but I'm pretty much in a pitch black area, and this headlight is giving me plenty of visibility. It might be hard to tell on camera, but this is a construction site. I probably shouldn't be here, but we have a Sur-Ron. It's actually really fun to ride through really rocky technical stuff, like climbing this shit, you know, or climbing up little dirt piles and shit. It's actually pretty fun for that. I guarantee if I put a set of street tires on it, I'm gonna be like missing the off-road tires. But hopefully we can get a set of both. That'd be cool. One more wheelie. Oh wow, that was pathetic. That was a little better. I'm not an expert at wheeling, but yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Sur-Ron. I can't wait to do some upgrades to it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. If you guys have a Sur-Ron, I'd love to see it. Can add me on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat. Send me some Sur-Ron pics. I'd love to see everybody else's bikes. Get some ideas for mine. Yeah, but that's gonna be it, guys. Have a great night and a better tomorrow. We'll see you later. Full talk, baby. 45, 46, 46, 46. She might need some more power.